How should economists define work? Well, I think the traditional definition is something that you engage in only because you want the end product. So the process itself is not a source of utility. But if you think about it, that suggests that all the work that we do for pay, we only do in order to get paid. But there's a lot of evidence that people often like their job and derive a lot of satisfaction from their job. Likewise, taking care of your kids, cooking dinner, sure, you get satisfaction from it. Do you really not want to call it work? No, I think a better definition, and I think one that's being more widely used, is work as an activity that you could, in principle, pay somebody else to do for you, right? You can't pay somebody else to enjoy leisure for you, right? But if, in principle, you could hire somebody to do it, you can ask, well, what would happen if I didn't do it? And you basically have to pay money to enjoy that same level of consumption. And I would say that in the last 15 years, economists have become much more open to that definition because we have a lot more representative survey data that actually measures how people use their time. And the American Time Use Survey is one example, but time use surveys have really multiplied on a global level. So I think actually that the definition of work has been altered. It is changing and evolving, but it's a lot harder to get economists to change their definition of income or savings or consumption or investment. You know, even though you'll hear economists talk in a kind of casual way about investment in kids and human capital, and they need to invest in human capital. Do they include investment in spending on education? Is that tallied as investment in the national income accounts? No way, right? The time that parents devote to children, is that considered investment rather than consumption? No, not at all. So there are these big conceptual inconsistencies, and I think that's what, I guess my prediction is, over the next 15 years, that's the issue that's going to be processed, is taking that greater appreciation of non-market work and translating that into better measures of non-market income, consumption, investment.